Yes, my people, I am back for you. You know what? See, let me tell you something. The whole of this week, I am telling you the kind of um, feelings that I'm having towards the coming weekend against Burnley. Chelsea fans, I am trying to let you understand that we are ready, fully prepared. Forget about the past. Right now, as it stands, Burnley should come forth. We are going straight away into it, boot by boot with Burnley, because Chelsea, we are going to climb up from that 11th position. The next game is taking us straight away to 8th position or 7th position. Then we will now see the real Chelsea from that moment. You don't believe me? Trust me what I'm saying. Trust me. Trust me. Look, before we move on to the main news, Chelsea exclusives. It's all about exclusives. Breaking news. Before I go to the breaking news for you tonight, or this afternoon, wherever you are, listen to what Jurgen Klopp has to say regarding the VAR issue. I listened to the audio from the ref in the VAR room and the referee on the field. It looks like the official in the VAR room was very specific, speaking to the issue, speaking to the official on the field. Even when the game restarted, it was very clear when the official on the VAR room was telling the referee, stop the game, stop the game. About 3 times, the official in the VAR room was saying, stop the game. When I listened to the audio, stop the game, and the game was still ongoing. The referee on the field, whether he did not hear the sound very clearly initially, I don't know, until the ball went to throw in. When the official on the field now put his hand like this, he now heard the voice very clearly. At that moment, it was almost about 2 minutes or so played extra. He now told the official in the VAR room, there is nothing I can do. There is not. He repeated, I think 2 or 3 again, there is nothing I can do. And the match continued. He said there is nothing he could do because, number one, the timing from the offside position where they gave the offside, and when the game started, the game now went again to Liverpool side, came back again close to Tottenham side again, and the ball now was on a throw-in. That was when the official now heard the voice clearly and was like, there was nothing I can do because the game went too far to pause it and to retake it, to give a goal. But for me personally, honestly speaking, I would have wished that moment, about 1 minute or so, played or 2 minutes, the referee could have just whistle again, pause the game, and point to the center circle. The VAR official, you run to the VAR, you check it by yourself again, you listen to it carefully, then you give the goal. Then you continue the game. But he felt, at that moment, he felt that it was too late to call it a goal. He felt it was too late to call it a goal. And that, for me, that 2 minutes late would have been better off. It's a delay or sound problem. We would have said maybe the referee, they could have issued a statement later that the referee on the field could not hear the official in the VAR room early. So that could have solved the issue. A minute or two delay wouldn't have damaged the game. Because after all, sometimes they go for water break to get, dehydrate themselves. It doesn't spoil the game. But the official on the field was heard very clearly saying, there is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. Forgetting the 3 points is very important for every club. Forgetting that if Liverpool should lose that game, he is just unlucky. Assuming Liverpool won the game, this wouldn't have been so much of an issue. But Liverpool lost the game. Right now, listen to what Jurgen Klopp has to say. He said, Klopp, from Fabrizio Romano, he said, Klopp, I think the only outcome for Tottenham-Liverpool game should be a replay. This is what Jurgen Klopp has said. He said the only outcome that would have settled this issue should be a replay of Tottenham-Liverpool. Then he now continued, it probably won't happen. I think it is so unprecedented it didn't happen before. This matter will not end. If Liverpool fail to qualify for Champions League this season, the whole blame will be given to this referee on the field. Initially, I was even thinking it was the official in the VAR room that caused the problem, but It was the referee on the field. The decision was made by him that he cannot go reverse because it's already delayed. The timing, he did not hear clearly from the very beginning. Now, we wait to see how far this issue will go. Yes, we wait to see how far this issue will go. To Chelsea now, okay? All right, my people, to Chelsea now. Hey, this is from London is Blue podcast. He said, what more do people want from him? Everywhere he goes, West Brom, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, he gets selected. And he's been regularly called up for England too. Who is that? Who would that be? Who do you think that is that player? Our Capito, our Capitano. Yes, our newly Capitano. And that is Conor Gallagher. He said, lot of praise for Captain Conor Gallagher in our Fulham match review podcast. A lot of praise for him. Yeah. Don't forget, he's just a stand-in captain. The real captain is Reece James. Then Ben Chua is assistant. But because both are not around, automatically, Conor Gallagher took out the armband. And he's been a great leader on the field. He's been leading by example, giving it all on the field. Giving it all. And London podcast, it was full of praise for him. On London is Blue podcast. Yes, Conor Gallagher, as you can see him standing there. Now, this is coming from The Athletic. There are already calls for Chelsea to recall Andrey Santos in January, which the club could do by activating a break clause in the loan agreement. Forest also incur mutually agreed financial penalties for not playing Santos when he is fit. Yeah, we loan Andrey Santos to Nottingham because we want him to get a regular playing time to develop. But since the season began, he has not yet played a game. He has not touched a game yet. 6 games or 7 into the league. 6 games or 7 games into the league. And Andrey Santos has not yet touched a ball in Nottingham Forest. And so there are calls now that Chelsea should recall him back in January. And if we should do that, Nottingham Forest will have to pay Chelsea a penalty. Nottingham Forest will have to pay Chelsea a penalty. What do you think? Should we call him back? After all, he is a good player. He is an attacking midfielder. Very, very talented player. He's a Brazilian. He is a Brazilian. We sent him there because we want him to have the Premier League experience and, so that by next season, we can make use of him. Now that they are not giving him the opportunity to play, it's like a waste of talent there right now. Should Chelsea call him back? Nottingham will have to pay the penalty. And do we have a place for him in the team right now? That's another question. He said, but at this stage, it is simply a situation to monitor, and Chelsea are in regular contact with Forest, Cooper, and the Brazilian to provide support. Yeah. Right now, we are just in touch with the player to provide the necessary support that he needs. Because that is a great talent we cannot afford to lose. It's a great talent we cannot afford to lose. All right. Before I go to the major breaking news, I want to bring this to your notice. This is also a breaking news anyway. FIFA are expected to end the suspension of Russia from tournaments. And wait a minute, I have a bigger breaking news for you. This one before then. This is also a breaking news anyway. FIFA are expected to end the suspension of Russia from tournaments. Russia are expected to be allowed to play in the Under-17 World Cup in Indonesia, which begins on November 10. Now, the point is that FIFA suspended Russia when the war began in Ukraine from all footballing activities. Now they are being expected, the ban is expected to be lifted up. The question is the war over in Ukraine? What are the costs? Is it the right time to lift the ban? Is it to ban someone for 9 months and when the person has already caused the damage, after the damage is caused, then we recall him back? For me personally, it's not the right time. Russia has not yet done the right thing. They've made the country, the country has become a war-torn nation. They are now going to try to rebuild. The cost of that is FIFA counting the cost of the damage Russia caused to Ukraine. Please, we move on. We move on to the major news and the breaking news itself. Moises Caicedo is set to be fit to face Burnley on Saturday in a much-needed injured boost for Mauricio Pochettino. Yes, that is the news I have for you. Moises Caicedo is expected to be fit for the game on Saturday. You know, he got injured. I mean, he aggravated his injury, actually. Yeah. And there were fears that he might not be ready for the game. But now it's been confirmed that Moises Caicedo is set to be fit to face Burnley on Saturday in a much-needed injury boost for Mauricio Pochettino. Yeah, that is how it is. Aren't you happy, Chelsea fans? Mikhailo Mudryk, however, was still being assessed today, and it is unclear if he will be available for the game. That is what we need to be hoping for. I know sometimes Chelsea these days they like to play certain games. You'll be surprised that you'll be the first on the team sheet that will be mentioned, Mikhailo Mudryk. Yes. But I believe his injury was not that serious on the field of play until when we went on halftime break and he did not return because he complained about the pain. That is what happened. Yeah. But Caicedo, we saw it on the pitch. We saw it on the pitch and then he was brought out. So we would expect. We were even thinking he's more serious. But thank God for the good news right now. That is a breaking news for you. And it's not the end. Just wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. Let me give you this one and I'll still go back again. Okay, let me finish with the breaking news first. Yeah, Captain Reece James has been given a 1-match suspension and a £90,000 fine for breaching FA rules E3 at Chelsea Premier League match against Aston Villa on Sunday, 24th September. You know, our captain has been finally, been given a one match suspension, which possibly he could serve on Saturday. 1 match suspension plus £90,000 fine for breaching FA rules E3 at Chelsea's Premier League match against Aston Villa on Sunday, 24th September. The defender admitted that he used improper, insulting, and abusive words and behavior towards a match official in the tunnel after the final whistle. Regulation and disciplinary updates. An independent regulatory commission imposed these sanctions following a hearing, and its written reasons for them will be published at the earliest opportunity. So our captain will serve 1 match suspension with a £90,000 fine. Then he can return to play. Hopefully, the suspension will take place on Saturday, so that the next Saturday from next week he might be fit and ready to partake in any Chelsea matches. Those are the breaking news I'm bringing for you. Last but not the least, before I let you go, according to Fabrizio Romano, Napoli president De Laurentiis says Osimhen was not even at issue. He is a top player. New deal, yes, there is no problem. There are never problems here. All players are happy at Napoli. Maybe the probably is just when they leave the club. Yeah, that is how it is right now. And I am preparing a special, episode, a special broadcast on Victor Osimehm. Maybe this week you might get it. There are some news behind the scenes information that I'm receiving. That will be a special, news to you. Just wait for it. But right now, the president of Napoli is pretending as if there's nothing happening. There's no problem. We have no problem with him. But the truth of the matter is that Victor Osimehm is coming to Chelsea. Shalom. I'll see you in the next one. Wait for it. I'll see you in the next one. See you and peace. Shalom. Hey.